There's a man named Matt Kohrs by day on Wall Street floors, making money hand over fist. But there's something that he missed. In the shower every night, Matt just can't seem to fight the tears of a lonesome fella, even with his stock umbrella. Oh, thick-ass Kohrs making money rain, but at night he's drowning in the pain. Wall Street winds, they fill him with pride. Showers can't wash the tears he's cried. Tickers and trades on the screen, dollar signs fulfill his dream. In the morning he's a champ, but the darkness brings a cramp. With his thick suit and tie, Matt hides what's deep inside. When trading bells cease to ring, it's his heart that feels the sting. Oh, thick-ass Kohrs making money rain, but at night he's drowning in the pain. Wall Street winds, they fill him with pride. Showers can't wash the tears he's cried. With his thick suit and tie, Matt hides what's deep inside. When trading bells cease to ring, it's his heart that feels the sting. Oh, thick-ass Kohrs making money rain, but at night he's drowning in the pain. Wall Street winds, they fill him with pride. Showers can't wash the tears he's cried.
Brother. Welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, where it's not a normal episode today. It is, in fact, a Payday Friday. Folks, if you've been here before, you already know how it's going to rock. We're giving away prop accounts. We're giving away cold, hard cash. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. If you're new, I'll explain how to do it in a little bit. But for those of you who've been here, you already know, throw your name into the locals breakdown. And then later on, we'll be picking 3 people from locals, 1 from YouTube, and also 1 from Rumble. We'll have 5 competitors who are not only going for those options prop accounts, the sim funded options accounts from Vanquish, but also we're giving away that cold hard cash. So if you've been here, you know what's going on. We're running it back today. I'm very, very excited. On top of that, we should have quite a bit of excitement also in the world of the market itself, because it is an OPEX day. Yesterday, if you guys watched the update video, you know we were this close. We were just a hair away from a massive market sell-off. We saw all that options being structured at the SPX 6100 level, and it broke. And then it broke again. And then it broke again. And at that point, we looked like we were donezo, and then magically it somehow saved itself. And if we had broken down yesterday fairly, it would have been weird. It definitely would have been weird to have that big move before OPEX. So the fact that it kind of recovered, I don't think it should be that surprising. I myself, unfortunately, was a little bit early to it, so I'm swinging some of those bearish positions. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad, but that's more like just my swing options account. Obviously, I actually can't even say that my futures account is currently flat, because it is not. I was trying to see if the Apex copier was working, because when I traded this morning, only 4 of them fired, as you could see here, which I thought was a bit weird. And then I just like reloaded the whole program, and now it seems to be working. So I'm just in this arbitrary position, and apparently it's going my way, which kind of makes me wonder if I should just take the money, because that would be a super easy. I could pay you guys off on Payday Friday. Like I said, I was just messing around with the Apex copier. You know what we'll do? We'll just make it a freebie play. So I'm short at 32. I'm putting my stop in at 31. If it runs, it runs. If not, whatever. Like I said, so I can't even say I wasn't flat. I just wanted to be honest with all of you guys. So if you hear it all of a sudden go off, go dingity ding, 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 it probably just got stopped out. That is an easy 250 though. Do I just want to play with a buffer this morning? I could just take the money right now. And like, this is an abnormal play for me. Like I said, I was just like randomly in it. What do I want to do? Do I want a $200 buffer? I kind of do. But what if it just vomits from here? There's always that as a question. You know what? Let's just let Lady Luck play out today. Let's let Lady Luck decide what she wants to do. I'll put on the sound so you could hear it if it gets tripped up, but it's not going to cost me any money. Like I said, I was just messing around. So, I jumped the gun a little bit yesterday just because I thought on the third break of that key level, not only technical level, a psychological level, a trend level, but also most importantly is the fact that so much options positioning was there. I went into further detail in the update video yesterday, but it's just more of that was clearly the risk on, risk off level for major market participants, as in their risk on, bullish above that level, risk off, bearish below that level. So the fact that we were cracking it, dude, it got a little bit dicey. So that's what happened yesterday. Like I said, the timing of it, a bit odd, would have made more sense today. But hey, folks, if you believe in the linear nature of time, today is today. I know that might be blowing some people's minds, but yes, today is in fact today. And it is an OPEX day, which means we are not only going to have fun with Payday Friday, but we're also going to have a lot of fun degenerately trading, but we're also going to have fun paying attention to the crazy amount of volatility this morning. So here's the game plan. Yes, we're waiting for market open to do the degen trading, to do the giveaway, to do all that fun stuff. But before that, I got to prep you guys up. We're going to quickly go through the news. In all reality, there's not that much of news to go over today. Then I want to get into, well, and when I say news, I mean the political drama that might impact the economy, monetary policy, or just some of our individual equities. Then I want to get into some news related to individual equities. And from there, we'll just kind of do a little bit of a breakdown of options, of what we're seeing, key levels. Like I said, very important day because it is OPEX, options expiration. This is the main monthly expiration day. It's not a quad witching one. So those are the only ones that I would say are more impactful than this, but obviously still very important regardless. So with that being said, let's get rocking. The random position that I put on looking good. Like I said, I have a stop at break even. If it hits, it hits, like whatever. I just wanted to see if these were working. Part of me is tempted to do it because then that means my trades today, I already have a $200 buffer built in. But what I'm most excited about today is we are back at it. For those of you who have been here way long ago, at this point, 6 months ago, I think we're going to start a whole new series called Man versus Machine, Machine versus Matt, whatever we want to call it. You guys can name it. But I did code up some bots. And I guess, as you could see here, the name of these bots are Apache. So Apache is going to be running on these accounts. I'll be manually trading my other accounts, and we're going to see who's a winner. And of course, we could actually apply some of Apache to what I'm going to be doing with options today in Vanquish. So we have a lot going on. Today. Very, very excited for all the sun and the fun. Folks, I hope you had a great week. I hope you're about to have a great Friday. With all that being said, let's get rocking. Stock futures are a little changed after Thursday's sell-off on Wall Street. So here's how things are looking. Ever since this vomit to 10 a.m., it was kind of right here at 1:15. It really looked like things were going to go south. We vomited. We had lower highs. Had you been watching the options flow throughout the day, you would have seen things were choppy in the SPY, but things were getting murdered in the Mag 7. Right here, the Mag 7, Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla, the options flow was so incredibly negative. The delta just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I really, truly, in my core, thought that this right here, this, I guess, bar that we saw at 1245, you kind of saw at 1245, you saw it at 115 on the SPY. I thought this was when it was going to be done. So somehow it saved itself. We were in the Discord kind of monitoring it all day, and there was just a ravenous amount of zero DTE call buyers. And it's those call buyers that kept the delta up enough that the market makers kept us in positive gamma. So basically we were in a mean reverting scenario. That might hold today, but it also might completely snap. So obviously we're going to have to monitor it in real time. But anyway, just looking at 10 till now, solid recovery. Is it a real recovery? Well, if you played it, the gains are very real. But a better question is, will it last? And that's what we are about to find out. Before we get to all of that, this is what I woke up to this morning. Elon wielded what he calls the chainsaw of bureaucracy. I guess this was the Argentinian president, Milei, the guy who just got caught up with a Libra crypto meme coin kind of debacle. That's this guy on the right here. Obviously, here's Elon, and he has a chainsaw. I don't know how loud it is, so I might have to monitor this. This is how I woke up this morning.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Do you think he's allowed to fly international with that? Like, can you bring that on a plane? What a wild existence this guy is currently living. Stage prop feels like it's very real.
All of you guys too.
So he now has an absolutely massive chainsaw, once again gifted from the Argentinian president. U.S. doubles down on demand that Ukraine sign mineral deals. Kyiv refused to sign immediately has sparked a rising war of words between Trump and Zelensky. So if you miss this particular plot line, you guys know that we've given $150, $200 billion to Ukraine over the past couple of years. And Trump now, one of his major stances in this particular ordeal is saying, hey, sign us your mineral rights. They don't have the most mineral rich land, but they have things that we could actually use. And it's kind of this concept of maybe you should pay us back for giving you so much money. And they're not signing it, which is causing Trump to have a little bit of a tizzy. We've been over it already, but on True Social, calling him a dictator, calling him only a moderately successful comedian. And then he was saying that you're not even polling that high. And then in a very Trump manner, we actually had Zelensky hitting back and saying, I do poll really high. And it's getting weird. And then the U.S. team, or really the Trump team and the Putin team, were talking about ending it, but no one from Ukraine or even the EU in general was invited to these talks. So there's definitely some tensions there. But it's weird, as those tensions are boiling up, there's clear efforts from the Trump team to bring tensions down with both Russia and China. So from just a political standpoint, we're in a very strange flux right now. Trump is planning to take control of the Postal Service. This was a new one. I haven't heard of this one yet. President seeks to disband governing board and put Postal Service under the Commerce Department. So I don't know enough about sending mail. I don't know really the last time I had to deal with physical mail. So I guess I'll leave it to you guys in chat if you happen to be mail experts of this. This is a good news or a bad news. I just thought it was kind of wild and saw it this morning. I said, oh, I guess that's what we're doing today, kind of getting rid of mail. So like I said, there's not much political news to get into at this moment. Of course, at any point today, we could have crazy things to develop. And if that happens, we will be covering it. But bringing it more to the economy, there's not much going on today. We do have some PMI numbers. We also have existing home sales. So that both of those are coming out. But it's not like there's a major inflation announcement or anything like that today. So I would say more impactful than these right here, these data drops, is going to be if we just get random updates from Trump, the Trump team, the administration, anything related to tariffs. Moving on to individual equities. Last night after the market closed, Rivian, Block, and then the best company of all time, Texas Roadhouse. So I want to talk about those. Texas Roadhouse, as always, dominates. Revenue growth, 23.5% year over year. Comparable restaurant sales, plus 7.7. Average weekly sales, 153 versus 141. To-go sales, 20,000 versus 18,000. Franchise royalties going up almost 31%. Raised dividend by 11% and improved another 500 million in buybacks. Folks, this is finance. There should be a crypto directly tied to Texas Roadhouse, and it would be the most valuable currency of all time. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. This is the best company, and it's as simple as this. When you tell me there's a company that has perfected the recipe of cinnamon butter, and then they put it on perfect golden brown buns, you couldn't give away drugs that easily. You couldn't give away money that easily. What Texas Roadhouse has done was they made the journey, the arduous journey, all the way to heaven. They cut out a little slice and they brought it back to us here on earth, just random humanity. And this is our taste of the good life. It really, really is. They continue to grow faster than Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple, Intuit, Salesforce, etc. What else do you need to know? What else? Tom Leap said, you haven't been one to yet. Be careful when you do, because it is said by many philosophers of our time, Socrates, Aristotle, a man lives two lives, the life before Texas Roadhouse and then the life after Texas Roadhouse. And a key aspect of that second life is you realize that the first life didn't matter. So Tom Leaps, I feel for you as a man who's already in the world of Texas Roadhouse that you haven't been there, but please understand, don't do this willy-nilly, because you're going to realize that everything up into that moment in your life, it just didn't matter. It simply did not matter. So please be careful. It's going to be life-altering, earth-shattering, if you will. So I just want to throw this out there. It always has been, and it always will be the best company of all time. And if you are a person who maybe you haven't figured out your perfect order, maybe you haven't been there yet, I get this question all the time. You're going to sit your butt down and you're going to say, hey, bring out the cinnamon butter and the buns and do that until someone at the table's in a coma. After that, you're going to want to get a half rack of ribs. You're going to want to get a sweet potato, and you're going to want to get the green beans with the bacon in it. And then afterwards, you get whatever dessert is going to bring you to the highest levels of dopamine. That is the perfect order. Feel free to clip that. Feel free to write that down. Do whatever you need to. And if you want, feel free to branch out here and there, but that is the ultimate order at the best company. And it is truly, as I said before, a slice of heaven that's been brought to us mere mortals. Mid? All right. Someone's looking to get banned early this morning. Mid? All right. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I know that's just bait. I'm not going to fall for it today. Rivian beats Wall Street's fourth quarter expectations, but expects lower deliveries in 2025. This is coming right after Nikola officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. What is in my throat? Block shares fall on profit and a revenue miss, and not really earnings, but kind of interesting. Meta approves plan for bigger executive bonuses following 5% layoffs. Nothing screams strong leadership like cutting 5% of your workforce and then executives get more bonuses. So that's always a little bit awkward. GameStop. I know we haven't talked about GME in a hot minute, but GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen hikes his personal stake in Alibaba to $1 billion. This dude is feeling good about the Baba. I wish he felt that good about his own company, GameStop, but I guess Baba knows something that's up. If you haven't already, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter, MacKohrsOutLocals.com. It is pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. It is 100% free. I break down the previous week, let you know what to look forward to the upcoming week. I give you all the upcoming earnings. I kind of highlight the ones I think you're going to care most about. I give you a quick little cheat sheet of all the major macroeconomic events. All right, just so you guys know, I did get stopped out at break even there. Hey. It was a free play anyway. So you could see consumer sentiment. That's probably going to be the major thing at 10 a.m. You might want to pay attention to that. Definitely in the short term is going to cause a little bit of a flurry in the market. So once again, consumer sentiment, 10 a.m. And then the most useful part about this, in my opinion, is the seasonality. So I give you the seasonality of each individual trading day. And right now I have a data set going back 27 years. This is a look at the hypothetical equity curve you would have if you bought at open, sold at close on the S&P 500 futures market on this exact day over the past 27 years. You could see that it's been bearish. It was clearly bearish, then it was still bearish, and then it got really bearish. So over the past 27 years, the bears have won this day 63% of the time. The bulls have only won it 37% of the time. And taking the bullish position has only had a profit factor of 0.2. Anything below 1 means that you're losing. It also means that the bears are winning. So the seasonal bias of today is very evidently bearish. Now, just because something is seasonally bearish or bullish, is that a guarantee? No, I'm giving you the odds. It's about 2/3 to 1/3. So you can understand that sometimes the 1/3 situation happens, but if you were a betting person, yeah, the bet is more likely that the 2/3 situation happens. And once again, this is based on buying at open on the S&P 500 futures market, which is technically 6 p.m. last night, and it'll conclude at 5 p.m. today. So I just want to let you know that. And then I give you an update about how Piper's been doing. So make sure to check all that out. You get all that for 100% for free. If you're a member, if you want to be a premium member, aka a supporter, you can join the Goonie Trading Discord, also done through Locals. So Locals manages all the memberships. So specifically today, you might want to join, and it is free. Just use that promo code Goonie, and then you'll be able to get in for free because we are doing another Payday Friday. Shout out to Vanquish. If you don't know what Vanquish is, well, I can explain it. Right here, when you guys see me trading day in and day out, I'm trading on the futures market, but I know many of you don't want to trade futures. I know a lot of you in here would prefer to trade options. Vanquish is the best sim-to-funded company to trade options. So sim-to-funded, as in you're trading like kind of a paper count, not real, it's simulated. That's what the sim stands for. If you do well, you go from the eval to the performance. When you trade on performance, if you do well, you could actually get real legitimate payouts. So if you're like, hey, I like that the concept of this because it lowers your risk. Like you're only risking the money that you paid for the accounts themselves. But you're like, I'm not really a futures trader. I'm an options trader. That's where Vanquish comes in. So Vanquish has a ton of different options for you. No pun intended. But right here, you could do stocks or options. You have account sizes from 10K all the way up to 300,000. And remember, just to get that 15% discount right now, you can just type in Goonie. I just arbitrarily have to pick one, add to cart. We'll apply this promo, and that's all you have to do. Apply it successfully, so just got $15 off. So once again, a 15% discount if you use that code Goonie, but we are going to be giving away some of these accounts for free today. In fact, we're going to be giving away 3 of those, and on top of those 3 10K accounts, we're also going to be giving away $150. So that's what Payday Friday is all about. It's going to be going down around 10:30. We're going to be picking 5 competitors in real time, as in there's nothing you could do right now. We're going to be picking a representative from Rumble and a representative from YouTube. But what you can do right now is be one of the 3 people going to be selected from Locals. And all you have to do is, once again, just navigate your way. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. I think it's the first or the second link. You're basically just follow suit with all these people, see how they're already posting. And the only reason I'm asking you to post is so I can pick someone, but then I also have your contact information. So if you're the winner, I could give it out to you. But it is literally the first pin message in Locals right here. Payday Friday giveaway right there. All you have to do is comment like everyone else. And then a very quick side note, unrelated to the giveaway, is if you do want to join the Discord, don't forget, if this loads, hang on, I'm trying to hit the back button. Some people have a tough time finding this, so I just wanted to show you where it is. You could either click me to join. There's a giant Discord button right there. That's how you could get in, or you could come to right now the 3rd pin message right here, Discord link. So that's 2 ways to get into the Discord. Of course, if you have any issues or anything like that, reach out to me and I will personally help you. Or you could ask someone in chat. There's a lot of people in chat who are on the Discord and they're more than willing to help. So right now, if you want to throw your hat into the arena, you could do so on Locals. But if you want to represent Rumble or YouTube, we're going to be doing that in real time right around 10:30, kind of depending on how the market sets up today. Speaking of the market, did I really just get wicked out on that? Yep, it perfectly top took me right when I got in, just arbitrarily. Hey, it happens. It happens. But anyway, I know Palantir, there's a lot of chat about that. I hope I've made my thoughts clear. It makes sense why it recently took a dive from its all-time high. Had to do with the Pentagon getting its budget cut over the next 5 years. Had to do with the CEO of the company selling $1.2 billion worth of his own equity in the company. But just remember, like, yeah, it looks scary in the short term, but are you a trader or are you an investor? If you're an investor, we literally just hit an all-time high. This thing, year to date, over the past couple of years, this thing is still a monster. And so I think whether you kind of care or don't care, or how much you care, really, really is dependent on the time frame of what you're doing. If you're a trader, yeah, you want to play the current shorter term trend. If you're an investor, you don't even really care about the chart. You care a lot more about what the fundamentals of the company say. So make sure you're not conflating the two, because even though they're very similar, they're actually wildly different things. So pay attention to Palantir. Also watching Tesla today in terms of an individual equity, just because of the breakdown it had yesterday. We broke the low of the past 3 trading days. Obviously lower highs, lower lows. So it's putting in another lower high. So I'm wondering if this is setting up for another little nosedive here. But obviously, the major thing to pay attention to is the options flow throughout the day to see if it's continually getting hammered the way it was yesterday. Yesterday, I mean, I was showing it to you guys. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal what was happening yesterday. So we're going to be paying attention to some of those equities, but obviously what we're here for, especially on OPEX, is what in the world is going on in the overall market. So the current structure is this. We had lower highs and higher lows, a little bit of a consolidation pattern that broke to the upside, and we got this retest yesterday. So not only did we retest this trend line, but remember, the level we bounced off of was an incredibly important breakdown level, as in if we did break it and held below it, there was going to be a chance of a multi-dollar sell-off. So that's kind of what's in the cards today. Are we going to recover and hang out above yesterday's high? Because obviously that would be bullish, because we would officially then have a higher low, and then we would be setting up a test for a new all-time high. Or are we going to puke? And you never really know what's going to happen, especially on a crazy OPEX day. Overall, similar situation in the NASDAQ. We just had lower highs, higher lows, consolidation, broke out, took a dip. And the question here is, are we going to keep dipping, or are we going to recover around 540 and then officially put in that higher low and then keep going from there? Those are the major things to watch. Remember, as an active trader, trying to predict of like, oh, it's going to be bullish or, oh, it's going to be bearish, that is stupid. As an active trader, especially the shorter the time frame, you are just reacting. You are reacting to key levels of support, to resistance, to breakouts, to breakdowns, to fake out breakouts, to fake down breakdowns. That's all it is. In certain situations, you could say that the market isn't normally distributed, but in 99% of situations, the market is normally distributed. And that's just a fancy schmancy term for saying from a mathematical basis, you have no point. There's no point in trying to predict, oh, we're going to bounce here. We're going to jump out there. All you can say is, oh, that's a key level. Let's see how the market reacts. And if you could get an ideal low risk, high reward situation, that's when you want to take advantage of it. And it's that type of system and framework and methodology that repeated time and time and time and time again that you'll be net profitable. But if you're just, nope, this has to be it, I'm going all in on this one, eventually the bad beat's coming. That's just how the math of the market works. So with this, I truly believe, do not try to predict. If you were sitting here right now saying, okay, today's going to be bullish, today's going to be bearish, that you're wasting time. What you should be doing is saying, okay, these are the key levels. If ABC happens, here's my bullish setup. And then if XYZ happens, here's my bearish setup. Know both phases. So in the event that it happens, and sometimes this stuff happens very, very quickly, you're more than ready to go. You're ready to rip it. It's already going to be second nature to you. So just be careful of like being married to a particular position. Apple, higher highs, higher lows, kind of looking for this retest of the earnings high. Microsoft getting beaten up, but showing a little bit of life right now. So that might be exciting. NVIDIA recently got that upside gap fill. Ever since then, just taking a bit of a breather, but seems to be poking its head up early this morning. Palantir, yep, right here after the all-time high, we saw a beat up, but please understand, this is still higher highs. This is still higher lows. This is nothing to like cry about. Tesla is legitimately on the edge here. Maybe it can push around 375, 380 and save itself. But until then, the bears are currently in control. Meta still taking that breather. We already covered the Meta news this morning. Broadcom showing a little bit of weakness. RUM just kind of holding stable consolidation. Amazon actually having a legitimate breakdown. Watch Amazon, because below 220, something kind of crazy could be happening. I don't want to sound the alarms on it yet, but it did break major support. Netflix not that far from its all-time high. Coin, the SEC this morning announced that they're no longer investigating them. So Coin is jumping up 4%. So there's legitimately good legal news related to Coinbase. You might want to watch that. DJT kind of getting a little bit of a relief bounce off of some support. ASML just near the highs, still waiting for that breakout. Qualcomm also cup handle, just waiting to see if it does break out. Google had the breakdown.
Order filled.
Oh, hello? Order. What the fuck? Hello? What? Why is it trading? How do I?
Order filled.
What is going on today? How do I clear everything? What is? I didn't do shit.
Order filled.
All right, I just like force closed everything. I don't know what that was. Orders. Cancel all orders. All right, that was weird, I suppose. Okay. I guess it's going to be one of those days. I don't know what that was, dude. Like it just fired off. No, the bots aren't even on yet. I didn't even turn them on. What was that? All right. I guess this is a good reminder. I need to pay attention to what the hell is happening. What was that? The fuck just happened? All right. Well, we're going to get going, folks. I guess it's going to be one of those days. But remember, it is OPEX. So because the fact that it is OPEX, I don't have all the key levels quite yet. We have to wait actually for market open. But I do have some. So remember, yesterday's high is important, 6,134. Yesterday's low, 6,084. And yesterday's close, 6,127. So the high, the low, and the close. And as of now, we know definitively these are key option levels, 6,155, 6,127. This is a very important one, and then 6,090. Yesterday it was 6,100. Interesting to note that from last night till today, they did roll this down. So high, low, close, and then the first three key option levels, but we will be monitoring that throughout the day. All right. Let's get ready. Dingity ding ding ding. The world's largest casino is now open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly, and if not, have fun. All right, as we're waiting for this market open, remember, shout out to Vanquish. They are the sponsor of today's Payday Friday. We're giving away not only $150 of cold hard cash to one of our fastest marble races, but we're all giving away 3 different funded options accounts. So check that out. Use that code Goonie to get 15% off and a free reset. So use that code Goonie when you are checking out, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. And if you want to be part of the potential giveaway, well, the giveaway is happening. It's just if you want to be a potential winner in it, throw your name in the hat on locals, and we'll pick someone from Rumble and YouTube around 10:30 today. So that's all going down. And what I'm going to be doing is right here, we'll get the options flow for everyone. We'll get the options flow. You can see what is happening today. And it is not loading for some reason. What in the world? It's like trying to load. Do I need to log out and log back in? Account, log out. Log back in. I'm flying blind right now. I'm flying blind. Uh-oh. All right, well, it sounds like they have some data. Maybe this is like an OPEX data thing that they're just trying to clear up. If you guys happen to be on Spot Gamma and the data starts coming back, please let me know. Other than that, we're just gonna do our best anyway. We're gonna let it ride anyway. So as if you guys have watched any of my shows, you know, I just wanted to see what the open is, see what the range is. Obviously, watch 6,100. We're only 10 points away from that. But the real breakdown level today is actually 10 points even lower, according to the options market. And I could see that right here. I do have Trace. What's going on? All right, yeah, we have some of these key levels. Anyone in Discord? Discord? If you are listening to me right now, are you guys having any issues right here? Any issues? If you happen to be in Discord, I'm reading trading chat right now. Let me know if you are having some Spot Gamma, just data issues. I don't know if I need to clear my cookies, log out, log back in, but I'll figure that out. Right here, the SPY opening slightly below yesterday's close. You have the Qs opening above, but taking a quick puke all the way to the closing value. So this is a green to red move test. Tesla, a little bit of weakness out of the gate. Let's just see. Patience. So on the SPY, the important level on the SPY is 607, roughly 607 and roughly 608.25. If you were to equate the actual S&P 500 levels to the SPY, roughly 607 and roughly 608.25 would be what you're looking at. But let's just let the opening, most of the days, I think it is the best option is to be doing nothing right now. But on a day like today with OPEX, where, you know, there's a lot of sway, there was almost about to be a legitimate trend line breakout right here in the NASDAQ. It was this morning, but look at this. The last 20 minutes, we just vomited. So that's worthwhile to note. The 5-minute, the 10-minute, and the 30-minute on the S&P 500 puking. The 4 hour still bullish. 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute might be saving itself. Watch this on the NASDAQ. The level we're at right now on the Qs, which happens to be just above, we're having some problems. Okay, SpotCam is working for everyone but me. So what did I do wrong here that everyone in Discord is telling me it's working for them. It's working for them. All right. I don't know. Maybe I just need to give it a second. It sounds like it's just a me problem. Everyone else is telling me that it's working for them. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just kind of hoping. I guess we're just flying dark today, team. We're just doing it off of the old price action. Man, imagine if I just held that short this entire time. I'd be looking pretty. We are now below VWAP on the NASDAQ. I did not turn my bots on. All right, man versus machine. I just turned on Apache on 5 of these accounts. The accounts are... What is going on? The whole program is now just like running slow. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I can't... Oh, okay, that's taken forever. Man versus machine. All right. Here are the accounts, 50,000. I have 5 of them. Nothing has happened to them yet. They have not traded. This was just simulated trade, not real. You can see 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. No trades yet, but all of the bots are now on. So we're going to see how it does or doesn't ride today. Could be exciting. Could be a good one. So those are successfully on here. You guys saw some random ass rogue trades that I had this morning. So we're going to see what is going down. Palantir's up here. I have it up just because I know a lot of you guys are negative Nancy's about it right now. And I think you just need to take a breather. I think all is going to be A-okay. All is going to be A-okay. Actually, is this going to trigger some of these long? Where are we at? We're getting pegged right back to VWAP here. Man, I really wish I could see this options flow. Instead, we're just going to be looking more at direct price action. And then obviously we already know some of the mapped out key levels. So I'm not too worried. It just would be nice to have a bit more of that clarity. A bit more of the clarity. Okay, what have we done? Minute 1 we puked, and then since then nothing's really happened. I think in terms of equities, there's a lot of interesting action right now, but I'm personally watching what's going on with Palantir just because it's getting a lot of action right now. I'm watching what's going on with Tesla. Actually, you know what we can do to monitor the flow? Fear not. I know exactly what we could do. Fear not. All right, here we go. Here are this morning's key levels. Where are we? Key support at 6,100, also 6,105. So just I would say call it 6,102. And actually, as I'm doing that, it looks like spot Gammon just came back anyway. So let me, I'm assuming it's a weird OPEX problem just because remember, a lot of options are expiring. So maybe they just needed to flip contracts or something like that. I'm just kind of guessing, but we'll see. We'll let that build out. But the SPY making a fresh low, the Q's attempting to make a fresh low. What are we on? I kind of, if I wasn't waiting for options, kind of like that breakdown at 54. I kind of wish I took this right here. It was a little early in the day, so that's fine. I could be a bit more patient, but I was a little too worried about getting whatever the hell's going on here. So coulda, shoulda, woulda. Can't cry over spilled milk, but I think this would have been a pretty good trade. Short around 50, you're already up 35 points. You could obviously set your break even, target 22,100. That would have been a pretty nice one. But let's see. Tesla. If you're watching these Tesla levels, if you're a Tesla swing trader, as am I, we did talk about this a little bit more thoroughly yesterday, but breaking yesterday's low, I think is going to set up a test of 342. So basically, in my opinion, if we snap 348, the odds increase of a test of 342, 343. So that's what I'm watching over here on the daily chart. But most importantly, right now, we are watching this first key level of 6,100. And remember how I was saying yesterday that we were this close to disaster? That disaster level is now no longer 6,100. It is now 6,090. So don't be surprised if we somehow struggle here. And even if we do puke, don't be surprised if, like yesterday, there's actually a quick reversion off of it. So I just wanted to call that out, that the major options positioning has moved down by about 10 points. Here's the current open interest. This is 6,100. There's still a lot of people playing that. The open interest change mainly deals with 6,150. Come on. Let me reload this. Here's how you can see the volume. A lot of, from overnight until this moment, the closest node that people are trading at is 6,100. And then we also have 6,120, but the most action is at 6,150. But I want to clarify, they're not buying those calls. They're selling those calls. So most of the action from last night till today is actually a neutral to bearish bet, betting that today concludes below 6,150. There's also quite a few bets that are saying we'll close out the day above 6,060. Those are the major two ones, but these are sold puts and sold calls. So neutral to bearish, neutral to bullish. They're not really playing with like a lot of negative gamma type of bets out of the gate. Speaking of that, the 0DT were in negative gamma and in negative delta. The path of least resistance is all the way back up to 6,130 or all the way down to 6,075. So right now that's what we're looking at. And we're also looking at a daily range of about 27.5 points, which is a slight increase from what we've been seeing recently. But I would say SPX, watch 6,100 below that, about 10 points lower. This is the major support level of the day. Major support level of the day. Palantir taking a bit of a hit. Tesla taking a bit of a hit. All right, we're getting this consolidation. I'm just kind of messing around. What do I like? What do I not like? Do I really think that this thing is going to get cracked? I mean, I could take the attempt at this with pretty minimal risk. My concern, though, is what if it just bounces right here? That is my major concern. NASDAQ options are puking. Mag 7 options are puking. S&P 500 options seem to be popping.
Order submitted.
All right. We're taking an attempt here. I kind of actually do like it. The only thing I don't like is not necessarily what I'm seeing in the NASDAQ. It's just the fact that what if we do bounce right here at 6,100? So I'm watching this SPX level. 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, all bearish. Even the 4 hour might be breaking down here. 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, bearish. 4 hour, try to break out, got quickly smashed. So we are at the low from 2 days ago. Tesla just bounced off of 350 and some change. Let's see if it can actually hold that 350 level. SPY options are looking wild right now. The data started at 936, so we're missing a little bit. I think that has to deal with OPEX. But we got a big drop there, and now it's popping. More specifically, it's a lot of puts being closed. Remember, this is a big shift day, so it's more difficult to interpret the options flow on a day like today because people are just taking massive positions and rolling, locking in, deciding. So that's the look at the S&P 500 complex. Here's a look at the NASDAQ. A lot of people are buying longer dated puts. Calls aren't really being touched. And looking at the Mag 7, it's just flowing down. The Mag 7's getting crushed this morning. Since the data started at 936, Mag 7 just getting slaughtered. Palantir going down. NASDAQ, where are we at? I'm pretty much break even. I'm watching this consolidation zone, but due to the already existing, I guess, trend of the day, I'm a little bit bearishly biased, but I have a close risk, so I'm not that worried about it. I have a close risk, and I would just like a puke right below this, but I'm a little bit, like I said, we're at 22,100 exactly. That's going to be a key psychological level that people are going to react to. So maybe support comes in here, and if it does, I'm already protecting myself. If not, looking for that puke. The only thing I really see holding up the market right now is what we're seeing on this. All those puts being closed. I want to clarify, the delta popping on the S&P 500 is not bullishness. This is puts being closed. It's not people buying calls. So it could best be described as a lack of bearishness, not legitimate bullishness, which is why we're not bouncing that much, even though you're seeing the delta rip. It's not because of calls. It's because of puts being closed out. Negative delta is being removed from the system. That's exactly what we have going on. Tesla taking a bit of a hit. Old Tesla taking a bit of a hit. We're going to see. Patience, watching Tesla. What are the big movers? Bitcoin was at 99,000 this morning. That was kind of impressive. Tesla looking below 350. Apple not that far from that earnings high. Microsoft trying to bounce. It's been kind of beat up in the longer term. Nvidia slightly red, Palantir actually slightly green, Meta trying to hold 700, Broadcom, RUM. Coin is up nicely. That's just because of the SEC news that they're no longer investigating Coinbase. All right, here we are. So we kind of puked until about 9:37, 9:36. So the first 5 to 6 minutes were all a little bit crazy. And now we are just kind of waiting to see, are the dip buyers going to be coming in, or are we actually going to get murked? With respect to the S&P 500 here, we did catch ourselves at 6,105. So we actually didn't even touch 6,100, but I don't think that's going to necessarily last that long, just because I don't see the call buyers coming in. I would think that, maybe we could bounce out of here if we see aggression in calls. It simply just doesn't exist at this moment. It might change in a minute from now, but as of right now, I'm just not seeing aggressive call buying. If anything, I'm just seeing people close out their put positions, especially longer dated put positions. This must be some big player rotating what the hell they're doing. This must be some sizable player. Oh, there's some calls coming in just now. There was an announcement, the PMI. So that's what the market is currently reacting to, is this PMI stuff. We got a little bit of a pop off that news. Little bit of a pop. Tesla is continually saving itself at 351. Palantir, decent bounce. Apple kind of bleeding down. Microsoft, Nvidia. Palantir had a nice intraday bounce there. Broadcom actually kind of trending up. RUM, nice bounce. Amazon's not been looking healthy. Intraday or the daily, you might want to throw that one on your watch list. There might be some moves there. Netflix, Coin. Folks, there's just not the craze. Maybe we want to watch the VIX just to see if we get a pop. I believe yesterday's high was roughly what? Here. We got up into the mid 16s. So if we end up snapping 6,090 on SPX today, if that were to happen, I would bet quite a bit that the VIX is back up at 1650 at minimum. So kind of watching that. I also want to throw out on your radar. Yeah, we just got some reports. We just did from the PMI stuff. I also want to remind you that we have reports coming out at 10. The consumer sentiment numbers coming out at 10 a.m., which at this point is in about 14 minutes. Going back very quickly, yeah, this kind of switched right here. That announcement switch thing. Puts started to drop again, and then actually people bought calls and they're still buying calls. But it all started at that 9:45 announcement. The 9:45 announcement. All right, let me get ready here just in case I see any option trades I want to take. Basically, I'm looking to see if this right here reverts and we start to go back down. All right, let me make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, those morning ones already expired, so be careful. Make sure you're on the right contract. We'll do 7. All right, SPX, 6,095. I think I'm going to like the puts today. Why are they so cheap? Why are these ones so cheap? Am I on the right contract? I just want to make sure I'm not going completely insane. 0 days till expiration. Is it meant to be this one? There's always 2 contracts on the. Okay, this is the proper contract on OPEX. Sometimes your option chain can look a little bit weird. So this is what I want, the 6,100 ask. We're going to do 20 market. All right. I got this order queued up just in case I need to react quickly. I'm watching this trend line. And we're going to see. We're getting a little bit of a relief right here. Vomit to start the day, a little bit of a relief. The Qs are kind of at the top of their trend line here, but I'm really watching this bottom trend line on SPY, which might be going here. All right, let's rip it. All right, 20 puts. I'm in at 940, so I want out at 990. Limit 990. All right, that order is pending there. I'm in at 940, trying to get out at 990, basically looking for this trend line to not hold. I'm a little early to it, but just kind of knowing how OPEX days can be, I'm feeling pretty confident. We're already slightly in the green. Come on, keep going. Keep going for your boy. Keep going. $630. Boom. Hit it. $1,000 locked in. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. Explained the whole thing to you. I later, like I said, I was looking for this trend line, and that's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. And now things are starting to turn. Yes, they are. All right.
Order submitted.
All right. I just went short a second one on that huge options dump. Obviously, I'm hoping to get lucky. There's always an aspect of luck, but look at this. The SPY options just vomited. The NASDAQ options vomited. They're actually at the low. The MAG 7 had a big pop from 945 till now, and now got hit again. So my plan here, VIX is picking up. Watch the VIX. Oh, okay. We should mark out a reversal, and then also mark out the intraday low. The SPY just hit an intraday low. That's what I made the $1,000 off of. All right. Cool. Yeah, that trend line break was the nice play. Here we go. We are cooking. I kind of want to see a push to 80 so I could take one off. I want to take one off at 80. Short buy limit.
Order submitted.
I want this one to hit, and then I have a rider. Come on. No, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't bounce off this VWAP level. No. What are we doing? Where do we come here? You know why it's freaking out? Because we're right at 6,100, which as 8 different tests yesterday told us, and as many tests will probably tell us today, 6,100, you're going to expect a reaction here. And the reason you're going to expect a reaction here is because everyone like you and me, we know all the open interest positioned at this level right here. 6,100. We can see that there's quite a bit of interest there. And then also from just last night till now, this is a big node. And once again, just to drive the point home, actually, we're seeing quite a bit of a change this morning. Earlier when I showed you this, okay. So we're seeing people already alter to their positions because remember, this is dynamic. This will be changing throughout the day. Very interesting, but we know that there's quite a bit of volume traded to there. So yeah, people are going to play it and I get it. It's a low risk trade. You throw in a buy order there. If you're wrong, you cut it very quickly. And if you're right, you get to ride it all the way back up kind of like you did yesterday. So it makes sense that we're seeing that reaction. But I just want to call out that VIX is picking up. And if you're a Tesla trader, I know we are talking about a lot of things this morning. You might want to watch that. You might want to watch that right there. Vanquish 6,095 price. Buy to open 20 market. All right, let me get ready here. What is the flow looking right? Mag 7 went flat. NASDAQ is still looking heavy. The SPY did get a bounce right at 950. Right at 950. Are we going to get rejected here or is it going to hold it? All right, we're trying it again. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm in at 1150. Let's get out at 12. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, just doing some option stuff. SPY chilling right at the low of the day, which also happens to be 6,100. Like, this is the level. Like I said at the start of today's show, if you're trying to predict a bounce or a break, you're already massively behind. You are not going to successfully be able to predict when you come to a key level how it's going to react to the key level, because you don't know how other traders are going to trade. You don't know how market makers are going to hedge. You don't know any of that. If someone in this world confidently knew that, they would be a multi-billionaire controlling the entire world. All I could tell you is you identify these key levels and then you pay attention for how the market actually reacts. So right here, we vomited to the key level that I called out before the market opened. Now we're consolidating because traders are trying to decide what they want to do. Who's going to be more aggressive, the buyers or the sellers, the bulls or the bears? If the bears are more aggressive, then we're going to get knocked down to the next key level, which actually happens to be a very important level of the day, 6,090. However, if the bulls end up showing up here and they're like, you know what, I don't mind taking the minimum risk and maybe we get the bounce out. If they overwhelm the bears, then we bounce right back up probably to 6,110. It's always just playing the if-then statement. You're reacting to incoming developments, incoming data. You're not trying to just like randomly predict. If you're predicting, you're going to be right 50-50. The VIX is holding just below 16. I am watching this trend line on Tesla. Remember, I'm swinging that play. Okay, I will be watching for this reversal. I'll be watching for this reversal. All right, I'm marking out the intraday lows on the SPY and the Qs, so we'll get that alert going off. Watching for this trend line breakdown also on Tesla. Here's a look at the options flow. Huge vomit at 9:49, a bounce. We're now going flat. We're about 4 minutes out from the consumer sentiment report, so that might be what people are actually waiting on. So once again, that's the SPY. The NASDAQ is very weak. The NASDAQ is at the weakest delta of the day, but we are coming up kind of to a key level, and the Mag 7's also getting hit. What is the weakest player in the Mag 7? Here's a look at Apple, pretty weak. Here's a look at Microsoft. Pretty weak. Here's a look at Amazon. Not anything special. Google, not anything special. Tesla was strong and then got hit. Looks really messy. Meta was strong and now it's kind of flattened out. So messy stuff. I'm actually surprised about how weak the options flow on Apple is today. So anyway, just a side note, I was trying to figure out what in the world was happening over there. But the SPY and the Qs are sitting just above their low of the day, and Tesla's sitting right at this trend line. Also watching the VIX over here to see if we can get back up to this mid 16 level. How is this going? I am down right now. I need that to puke. We'll move this over here. All right. We're just holding below. We puked and now we're just consolidating. Just wait for this wedge to either break to the upside or to the downside. And we might be stalled out for another 3 minutes because consumer sentiment comes in at 10. If you're playing it, it's a flip of a coin. Maybe it breaks in your favor. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Your guess is going to be as good as mine. Come on. The current low is just below 6097. Watching that. And let's see if we can catch. Ooh. The SPY options flow is dropping. I think we break, and we literally just broke. How did my trade hit? Ooh, bada bing, bada boom, up 2K, 1K, 1K. You saw both those trades live. I'm also in this where it almost hit my limit. I'm just trying to get that fill. Seriously? Seriously, it's just not going to let me lock this in? Uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have. My computer's thinking a little too hard. This is taking a minute to compute. Taking a minute to compute. I cannot believe how close this is getting and just not filling. I'm a little bit worried about the way I have these orders actually up right now. Maybe I should go to the 300 and just let it sit there and stop messing with it. Shit, I cannot believe it was that close. We got to 86 and then boom, right back. What time is it? All right. All right, I can't have this down here. So I need to have the protective 2 order.
Order canceled.
I need to have the protective 2 just in case wild shit happens. I am short too, so buy stop market 2. I need to have this trailing buy stop market 2. Okay.
Order submitted.
I just needed to get my order logic right. Happy that worked though. 1K. Remember, Vanquish, you can trade on their options accounts the way I do, sim to funded. All right. So the Qs did make a new low, but did not get any follow through, unfortunately. Tesla's actually catching a bit of a bid. Vol might be calming down. I think what we're doing right now is waiting. We have 70 seconds. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds till consumer sentiment comes out. And that's, I think, what's going to end up deciding this next move. We're just hugging a key level and we're about to find out. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. All right, here is your 45-second warning. We're about to have not the craziest report. I don't want you to think that this is going to, like, I don't know, prompt Armageddon. But in the very short term, yeah, you're about to see like a little bit of a flutter, maybe a recovery, maybe a new intraday low. We'll see. All right, we don't really quite need this anymore. I'll be watching this trend line for a second just to see if this is a bullish report. Here's a look at the options flow coming into it. I'm on the 5 second so we could see it a little bit more evidently right as it comes out. We have about 10
Order
seconds.
filled.
Oh, shit. Okay. On that news, it filled me. I guess there's some concern coming into this. So I just dropped 1. So I need to
Order
get
canceled.
a new fill by stop market.
Order submitted.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What's happening? What's going on with my accounts? We have a lot going on, apparently. It dropped. Options dropped hard on that. SPX came right to that level, 60.90. I called it out to you. You shouldn't be surprised. Technically, it was 60.90.7. All right, so I got lucky and locked in one of those contracts. We're quickly bouncing right back. Is this going to hold? The market indecisive. Options dropped really hard. Price is coming back, but options are not coming back, which tells me we have another opportunity. Tells me we have another opportunity. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do it. I'm in at 10:30. I need to get out at 10:80. It's at 10:80. Let me out. Let me out. All right, 1K, 2.2K. So now I'm up 4.2K on these options in the day. That one moved real quick. I'm still riding this runner. It is pointless for me to be taking risk on this trade at this point. We're up a healthy amount. And also the bots haven't traded yet. So man versus machine, I am beating the machine. I am beating the machine. I want that noted that I am doing something proper on the day. All right, where are we at? VIX is picking up. Be careful because we're getting into the splash zone. We're getting into the splash zone. All right, we have that recovery. All right, don't really need this. So the SPY 608, we almost had this breakdown, but remember how I said that this level is more important than this level? Don't be surprised about the bounce is basically what I'm saying. Don't be surprised about the bounce. That was quite the reaction. And now we're coming right back up to the key level. Folks, this is why the game's about key levels. It's not about randomly predicting bullish or bearish. React to the key levels, keep your risk in control, and execute it methodically time and time and time again. That's what this game is about. And I guess I should take my own advice and probably, well, first of all, I'm watching that trend line. Watch for that trend line to break down. Basically, I'm looking for the options to take another hit, but I am short buy stop market. I'm in at 21. It's battling in at 200. All right, first buy.
Order submitted.
All right, I have some safety in. I need to bring my safety closer. I just need to figure out what options level is quote unquote safe at. I could just do it to break even. I've already locked in I don't know, some level of profit. I want this to be a trend following trade. So here, I'm putting my stop in so I don't risk any money. This isn't going to cost me anything. Watch for this trend line breakdown and then look for the intraday breakdown. So like I said, I am not risking any money. This is a free play for me. Currently up 1,200 on each account. And just doing basics. Just basics, brother. Just basics. The key watch right here. The key watch, I cannot stress this enough. Yesterday it was 6,100. Today is 6,090. But just so you know, the intraday low is at 6,008, or yesterday's intraday low is at 6,085. So this region is going to be crazy important. We already bounced off of it. That already shows you its importance. But depending on the flow, we might be seeing another test here. Depending on the flow, we might watch for Tesla. Tesla might be breaking down. What is the Tesla flow? Tesla is actually kind of positive. I don't quite get it. SPY catching a bit of a bid. NASDAQ catching a bit of a bid. Mag 7 catching a bit of a bid here. Is this going to save itself again like yesterday? Yesterday was so incredibly frustrating. And I guess in hindsight, like, okay, are we really going to get the move the day before OPEX? Probably not, but still to watch it in real time and to realize that like just there was so much aggression in the 0DT calls. So it is, if you're going to have a big move day, it's more likely that that occurs today on OPEX rather than the day before. So I get that, which is why I'm still kind of like aggressively paying attention to what the hell is going on right now. And actually, are we turning again? All right, can we run it back? All right, we're getting ready. I'm in at what? 890, so I need to get out at 940. 940. All right, threw that order in just because I see the options once again tilting. Will it keep tilting? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but I am looking for this test of 60.90. I'm looking for this test of 60.90. There's a lot of options positioning there. And here, quick check on these accounts. The trend line did just break down, which means I could reasonably set my risk a bit closer. But do I want to... Oh, do I just want to end it? I mean, it's Friday. I could just take my 20 plus grand, let the bots run and see if the bots can hit me. But like, if we do get that big puke, like this could be a huge day. I'm just so torn on how to handle it. Obviously, I'm not risking any money. I'm not saying, oh, should I move my stop? Like, no, like no matter what, I'm making money. The question is, how aggressive should I be with this stop loss? That's what I keep going back and forth with on my mind. By the way, I believe Vanquish just hit again. Look at that, already up 5. Folks, in real time, you've seen me make 5.2K on these Vanquish accounts. Vanquish, if you want to trade options with someone else's money, you saw me do every single one of these trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of them were at 1,000. One was at 2,200 because it just went so quickly into my favor. I was going for 1K, but it ended up just being way more. But already made 5.2K, and I didn't have to risk my own money. What just happened? Amazon getting that breakdown. I think we talked about Amazon breaking down. So the Mag 7 is probably getting hit. The Mag 7 is in fact getting hit. Here's the 30-second chart. Mag 7's puking, NASDAQ's puking, SPY's puking. And we're coming up to this test. I want to see this test. 60.90. Very, very important. Reminder, in about 20 minutes, we're doing the Payday Friday giveaway. So we're going to pick someone off of YouTube and Rumble in real time. You could throw your hat into the arena right now. Check out what's pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. And while you're doing that, I need to see, I'm up some good money. All right, and I need to be careful here. I need to watch this like a hawk. Is it going to bounce out of this? It is going to bounce out of this. Fuck. I'm reaching now. I'm reaching for it. I'm reaching. There's just such a good chance of this bounce. Come on, I need the failure. We're just going for pure luck right now. I think a conservative trader, on the second of that touch, you say thank you so much. You lock in your money and you move on with your life. I'm now reaching for it. I'm reaching. All right. Look at that bounce right out of it. So strong. And I knew it too. I was even like, yo, I got to watch this. Because here's the real thought process. I could have locked in there. And then if it does bounce big, okay, whatever, you sidestep it. Or if it doesn't, falls back over, you could just get right back into the trade. That was a weak decision on my point. The options market is now going fucking nutty off of that test. Look at that. Pop, pop, pop. Here, I'll show you on the 5 second. Look at this. It just huge pop the second we got down there. Folks, this isn't magic. This is because you can just see where the options are positioned and you get a better idea of not only where are the participants going to react, but you get a better idea of where the market makers are going to react. So how did I call this out of 60-90? Because I have eyeballs. I could just see where the options levels are. It's not fucking rocket surgery. And the amount of people who try to put like some mysterious veil over what they're doing, folks, it's not that difficult. The difficult thing is being disciplined and sticking to what you know. That's the difficult part. But the idea of like picking out levels and know where things are going to react, it's not hard. There's not much to it, folks. How did I call these out? The consolidation, the breakdown test. It's literally just knowing where the options are at and having an understanding of how market makers have to hedge in various scenarios. Like there really isn't much to it. There really, really isn't much. And so many people try to come up with these like hyper complex strategies that they don't even understand. And they like to dazzle themselves with bullshit. In reality, they have no idea what they're talking about. It's basic shit. Basic shit. Fuck. I really wanted Tesla to not hold this trend line. Look at that, a 3 minute. The question is it going to be like yesterday? Fuck, this is coming up. I'm not going to let myself lose money on this. I was just getting a little hopeful that today was the big vomit day. I was so hopeful it was yesterday. In retrospect, I understood why it can't be. Why? I really thought the bots were about to go long on that. The way I coded the bots, I think they should have gone long on that. But we're going to see. It's coming for me. It's coming for my stop loss. Do I just want to close it out now? Fuck, such a rookie mistake. I knew this too. I know the odds of bouncing off a 2 standard deviation move. I knew it. That was actually... This, not only should I have closed here, I should have gone long here. I should be long at 66. Fucking rookie. Rookie. I will punish myself later. I will flail myself later. All right. Now I got to hope that the next bout of trading, basically I need to hope that we get rejected off this level. We came to a level of support. We consolidated. We broke down. We bounced off of support. We got rejected by resistance. We bounced off of support. We're now at resistance. The question is are we going to break out of said resistance? Is there going to be enough aggression in the options market to keep us going? Or is this going to get faded and it's going to be all decided here? We just have to watch the delta flow because this tells us what the market makers, how they have to hedge. The TLDR here is knowing options flow and knowing overall option structure. Here, I'm trying to find this right here. Knowing the structure, we know negative gamma, positive gamma. We know if the market makers are going to be mean reverting or trend following. And actually right now, we are seeing more of a trend following. Hang on, this switched up. This gave us the old switcheroo here. Hang on, I'm loading one thing up really quick. Interesting. But here's the SPY. Here, I'll go to the 30 second just so you could see it. So we pumped early this morning at 9:50. We got crushed. We just bounced off of this key test and we bounced there, but it's already getting faded. The NASDAQ has been getting faded all day. The Mag 7 had a pop here at 10.08. So one of the Mag 7 plays had a pop, and it was actually Tesla. Tesla had the pop starting at 9.56, so another one must have popped as well. Watch vol, though. Watch to see if VIX Tesla breaking down, but see if VIX gets above 16. That could be an interesting level. Market is currently moving to a risk-off level. Holy shit. Okay, in the event that 60-90 breaks and does not hold, we are legitimately talking about 60-50 today. As of now, obviously, new traders can come in and change the option structure. But if everything was held constant and we break and snap 60-90, 60-85, we are talking about 60-50 today. So I just want to throw that out there as like kind of a reach target. Obviously, this zone is your first bearish target, but based on current structure, this is your next target. Let's take a quick peek at what do we have here? 60-90. Okay, they're calling out 60-80 and then 60-60. So, okay, as maybe an intermediate target without getting too fucking nuts, you could watch 60-80. That's not as important as 60-50, but it's important. So if like you're a scalp trader and you're like, nope, I just need a little bit of a move. If this doesn't hold, we're talking right here. But we're kind of in this indecision land. We're just waiting. I'm actually surprised we didn't puke harder on this because, I mean, options really started to go. We might be putting in a higher low. How is it actually looking? Okay, it's actually looking beautiful for me. Beautiful for me. I need to do some quick math. Minus 22121. All right, 996. All right, the most money I could go for today, which it's not necessarily my target. Wait, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I guess it does make sense, actually. All right. 22,000 is the most I'm going to let myself go for. Obviously, if it reverses before that, I'm going to get out. But my most extreme profit target, no ifs, ands, or buts, is going to be right here.
Order submitted.
22,000 flat. I'm not letting myself get more degenerate than that today. Obviously, I'd love for that to hit because that means I'd be making a nice bag on the day. A nice bag on the day, but I'm just not going to let myself go more than that. If anything, I'm just going to keep using this trend following stop and just follow it down and down and down. But already locked in some. Man, every single time I think it's going to puke, it catches a bid. Look at this. Like, it looks like it's going to puke, and then right here, puke, nope, climb right back. Puke, nope, climb right back. And that's what happens when you're in these indecision zones. We just need some player to step up and actually make a move. So you just got to wait now. Range bound, folks. Tesla actually broke down. I hope Tesla keeps going down. I'm going to set an alert there at the intraday low. Vol's not really tipping its hat one way or the other. Vol's pretty flat as well. Not really telling us if it wants to puke or not. So patience. What you could do is if you haven't traded and you're looking for a trade beyond checking the options flow and whatnot, check this upward sloping trend line. If you break that, that's probably a nice trade. That's actually probably a really nice trade if this breaks down, which it seems like it's literally about to. It roughly looks like this. We're at that trend. So once again, this is short-term stuff. Like if you're just on prop because you have well-defined risk, you're trading with the price flow of the day, and then obviously you might want to do a sanity check to make sure you're trading with the options flow. The SPY is flat, the NASDAQ is down, the Mag 7 is now down. So most of the options flow is clearly down, but really I want to see the VIX spike up ideally over 17. Right now it's at 1570, so kind of waiting on that. As we're waiting, friendly reminder, we are doing the Payday Friday around 10:30, depending on what the market is or isn't doing. We're giving away $150 cash and 3 different Vanquish options accounts. The accounts that I traded with right here made 5.2K. You could do that as well. It's a SIM-to-funded options account. Basically, I'm trading an options account with someone else's money. If you are not the lucky winner one, you could still sign up and use that code GOONIE, GOONIE. Not only will it give you a 15% discount, but it'll also give you 1 free reset if your first test doesn't go according to plan. So just wanted to call that out. Come on, break it. We're just in this boring fucking chop. I just want to see a snap and a vomit. There are not the words in the English language that explain how much I desire just a fucking snap and a vomit. And ideally, I want that to happen before 11. Like, I want this to be a morning show. We see the Mag 7 still getting hit, the Nasdaq still getting hit, and the SPY potentially turning, but really flat, just like price. So price is flat, options are flat. We just got to wait for people with big money to make a decision on what they want to do, or some sort of bots or some shit like that. But I mean, the net delta at 60.90 is 430,000. Jesus, that's just for today's expiration. That's nuts. Folks, if you're trying to buy this dip, make sure you respect your risk. Yesterday, it would have turned out well. But remember, the option structure is different today than it was yesterday. It's telling us 2 different stories. And market makers really don't have an incentive to keep things propped up today because most of these options have already expired. They expired this morning. So watch this trend line on the SPY. Watch this trend line on the Qs. The Qs are close to snapping. Like I said, this is the most I'm allowing myself to go for because I think it'll bring my profit to 60,000 on the day, 3,000 on 20 different accounts. So that's kind of what I'm watching for. Come on. Let's get that vomit. Let's get that vomit. Let's get this vomit. I don't know why the bots haven't fired. It doesn't quite make sense to me. You know what?
Order filled.
I'm just going to manually trade these accounts. I am the bot now.
Order
I am
filled.
the system. I am the system.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. I just have these 5 rogue accounts that
Order
we're just
filled.
going for it. I put on a giant OCO, either losing 2K or making 2K. We're going to see how they're going. But other than that, I'm still managing this group. So I'm letting the take profit just rip, either making 2K or losing 2K, but I'm manually trading these. And then also, I mean, I've been crushing it on Vanquish already this morning to 5.2. Is this, I was just waiting for, ooh, it is showing weakness now. Is it actually though? Dude, let's rip it one more time. All right, we're playing it strategically. What am I in? I'm in at 13. How do I get out? 13. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Boom. Another 3K. Folks. I'm making so much money. It's hard for me to get the orders in time. Just another 2K within seconds. Folks. Literally, I'm too slow to click it. Dude, I read these markets better than I can read a book. And no, it's not because I can't read, which is true, but you get the point. I'm almost at my max here, dude. We are cooking. Up 40K. Come on. This is the comeback tour of a lifetime. Let's do this. Happy birthday, Mama Kohrs. That's so nice. It is Mama Kohrs' birthday. She's definitely going to be expecting a free dinner after this one. After this day. I would love for Tesla to puke. All right, where are we at? We're kind of in the potential crack zone. This is the potential crack zone, which means we really need to watch options to see if support's coming in or not. We really need to watch. Oh, fuck. Okay. Why is my computer not working? La-ti-da-da, Seriously? All right. I guess I'm waiting for a bigger puke. All right. We're at major option support. We're coming up on yesterday's low. Short-term target, if this zone does not hold, the major target is all the way down here, which would be the SPY selling off by another $4, which would put us around like 603-ish, 604-ish. Just to kind of give you kind of an idea. Here's the options flow. If the options flow is still net negative for Delta, we're still going. But yesterday we saw setups. Watch VIX as well. Watch the VIX to shoot up above 16, above 17 gets real interesting. The Qs are looking bad. Here we go. How are these looking? They're already up 500 each. These are up 2K. Dude, are we going for my target? This might be my biggest single day on the Apex accounts, because usually I always stop myself at 40K. We might, if this hits, it's my biggest single day on Apex. 20 accounts, 3K each. We're talking 60K buckaroos. Do you know how many gumballs that can get you? That can get you 120,000 gumballs, at least based on the prices of the supermarket when I was a kid. That's a lot of gumballs. I don't even think the average person consumes 120,000 gumballs in their life. Now, I'm no expert. We might have to ask ChatGPT on that. But I'm pretty sure the average person does not consume 120,000 gumballs. VIX is picking up here. Oops. Well, you're welcome for that trendline breakdown call out. Options are getting a little nutty. Options are getting a little nutty. But we haven't broken yet. We are on the bottom side. Options are looking heavy. When is price going to follow? And more importantly, when is this going to hit? Come on. No. Let's just come right down to the key level. I know that this is a 2 standard deviation move. And like we saw before, we get strong bounces out of here. I'm just hoping I'm on the right side of Lady Luck and it ends up being fine for me today. I hope it ends up being fine for me today. Come on. Come on, Tonto. Come on, Tonto. All right, if you're in the Discord, Piper just fired on that alert. I posted it. Oh, hang on. I put 21st instead of 21st. That's going to annoy me. 21st. Okay. Okay. If you're in the Discord, Piper fired. That signal's out there. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the 60K payday. Come on, Tonto. Come on, Tonto. All right. We're holding below the level. We're almost at yesterday's low. The SPY pretty much tapped it. SPX almost got there. Remember, they're highly correlated, but they're not technically the exact same. The SPX is the theoretical index, while the SPY is like actually holding assets. So because of that, sometimes you see drag. Tesla hit a new intraday low. That's exciting. Come on. Let's snap. Let's see a bloodbath today. Let's end things. Go. Break it. Fucking beat the shit out of it. Do whatever you need to. End it. Vomit. Where's my money? Give me my money. Give me my 60K. I deserve it. Good people make money. Good people deserve $60,000 for 20 minutes worth of work. That's what good people do.
Order filled.
Boom.
Order canceled.
All right, the official number. Oh, wait, how are these ones doing? These ones are up too, so it actually might up being more. What's officially locked in? 57.5 thousand. Officially locked in 57.5 with another 5 running. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. All done in real time, right in front of your faces, right in front of your fauces. All right, let me actually cancel all these. Like, oh wait, no, I don't want to cancel them because those ones are working. Let me just make sure all of these ones, because we got some rogue orders. All right, I cleaned that one up on Rhythmic, but I forgot we're still trading these ones right here. These guys right here, where I said I'm either risking 2K or making 2K. Those ones are still riding. Okay, options market puked. We are at that 60-80. Tesla's breaking down. I'm afraid, I have those swing accounts. I'm afraid to touch them because they got really beat up into close yesterday. Let's see how the swing account's doing. Okay, not bad. The swing account's in recovery mode. Tesla, I'm up. SPY, I'm up. I'm still slightly down on Qs, but honestly, the intraday gain is nice. I was getting beat up into close. So overall, a nice pop there. This is just my swing account. I have a premium selling account. I have a day trading account. I have a swing account, and I have a futures account. So this is the swing account where I'm prepared to be in it for multiple days, but we are going. That's not 400K. It is not 400K. Unfortunately, the way the rules of sim to fund work, I can't make that back in one day. It would violate too many other rules. So, I mean, even this was pushing it. This is actually, based on how this stuff works, this is kind of the extent of really what I can make just because of their consistency rules. So obviously I'm happy, but no, you're right. I took a huge hit. I mean, my accounts are still up. 42% after I've already taken out $200,000. So like, I'm still massively up, but am I at my peak? No, I'm not at my peak because I had a very undisciplined day that it cost me a shitload of money. I think that's pretty obvious. But I mean, if you want to chirp me for that, I mean, I guess where are your accounts? Are you up 42% after taking out $200,000? I think that's a better question. Like, I don't know. Am I a perfect trader? No. No one's a perfect trader. And if you're holding yourself to the standard of being a perfect trader and think just chirping someone, showing their trades is like in any way beneficial, I guess congrats to you. But I'm the one who's made $200,000 in 10 weeks. My accounts are still up 42%, which also happens to be up $440,000. So really the accounts in total are up $600,000 in 9 weeks worth of work. I'm crushing these trades. I'm crushing these trades. I'm up 7K there. I'm up 7K there. I'm up 57 locked in with another 5 running. Feels pretty good to be my accounts today. Feels pretty darn good to be old Mateo's accounts today. Tesla's going, dude. This thing's cooking. I want this to keep cooking. Go, 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 go. All right. Like I said, I laid these levels out. Guess where we bounce? We've literally bounced at every single level I've called out. I called this out. We consolidated. I called this out. We bounced up to the support that became resistance. We bounced again. We danced around here. We vomited right to yesterday's close and then right to the next options level. Folks, I'm giving you this as a book for free. Like, all you have to do is sit here and watch this free stream, and I've literally called out every single level to you. And then the last little trick I have for you guys today is if this does not hold, I think we're really talking about 60-50. I really, really do. This is going to be, let me just double check because option levels do change throughout the day. Okay, I'm going to update it. Sorry, I was off. Things have shifted a little bit. We're talking about that level today. My bad. A little bit of a misread on the situation. But if this level does not hold, if we're seeing another test and then that's associated with the options continuing to vomit, and that's a big if statement. If we test this, and additionally options are continuing to get negative delta, then I am looking for a puke all the way down to here. And like we're talking about today. I want to be very clear. I'm talking about today. But that's a big if statement because, of course, right here, options popped. So if they keep popping, yeah, we're just going to bounce off of support. That's how support works. But I'm just giving you the if-then statement. So if we bounce, look for the test of 60-90. If that passes, then 6,100. If this fails, it's always just the if-then statement. Just the basic run-of-the-mill if-then statement. VIX did get above 16, above 17. Whoa, Tesla. Whoa, whoa, brother. Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother. We're ripping now. That's a nice 42% on the day, 27%. I just got into this yesterday. Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother. Damn. That went. When she goes, she really goes. What's the daily looking like? That has to be snapping. That has to be snapping. It is snapping. All right. Next level is between 342 and 343 on old Tesla. And then if that snaps, we're just watching this recent low at 3. Dude, we might be talking about Tesla 325 either today or next week. That's very real. But snap the low, snap the low, snap the low. Just watching 342. For those of you who are, SPY's going again. This looks like it's going to snap. Delta right here dropping hard. VIX is picking up. Tesla's still going. That one snapped like a motherfucker. How are these accounts doing? They're 75% of the way there. Remember, I said I'm either losing 2K or I'm making 2K. So this will be another 10, which will bring my totals to 67.5 thousand if these hit. That's a big if because you just don't know. But I'm either making 2K or losing 2K. So watching these, like I said, they're about 75% of the way there. So that trade is loading. VIX is picking up. Tesla's puking. We are below this. Dude, so this is kind of it. If we see a continuation in this options puke, if you just see this delta we're reading the delta notional is coming in at minus 2.4 billion. If that just keeps dropping, if you're just seeing 2.753, like, dude, this shit's gone. This'll snap. I need it to snap because I'm also swinging a 1-day SPX put that I was really, really stupid to get into, but it's currently at break even at this level. So like, I need it to snap. Your boy needs it to snap. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, I'm remarking out the intraday lows because we're going to start the process for the Payday Friday. All right. All right, let's just go to the 5 minute. Let's just go to this is a puke. It's a puke. It's a dandy. My timbers have been shivered, if I do say so myself. All right, so like I said, if you're playing Tesla, which I do think is an interesting play of the day, watch 342.85. I've already laid out. I don't really need this one anymore, but that's nice, 8.5. Like I said, we're at support. Guess where we're bouncing? I'm hopeful of the failure just because that's how I'm positioned. But if we do bounce, of course, I'm just going to start to lock stuff in. I don't know if it's actually going to break. I can hope that it does, but all I did was, hey, support. I'm hoping the support fails, but you never know. All you can do is when you come to support, you got to pay attention. And the best way I know of to know if we're going to break or not is pay attention to the options flow. Speaking of that, the NASDAQ bouncing off its low. The Mag 7 is holding its low. Tesla's just, oh, wow. Oh, Tesla got murdered at 1014. What happened? Dude, someone dumped a bunch of longer dated calls. The orange bar dropping like this is a lot of long-term delta leaving the system, and then people were adding negative delta by buying puts. So that one just got destroyed right there. 1014 murked. The Mag 7 once again intraday low. The NASDAQ bouncing off of its intraday low, and then the SPY right now a lethargic bounce off the intraday low. It all comes down to this, folks. If this does not hold, we're looking at a 25-point puke, which is about $2.50 in the SPY, bringing us to roughly 604. If you need to see that on the daily chart just to convert these levels, we took out yesterday's low. We are talking about right here, kind of. Let me get off of this. We're kind of talking about not only 604 as like the measured move, but look at this chop zone. Resistance, support, breakdown, resistance, support, resistance, support. We're talking about like a slight overshoot of this trend line, but not a massive one. And then if you're looking at the Qs, I'm kind of watching about 630 631-ish, which is we're at the high 633. So maybe like $2.50, but the Qs have not taken out their low from yesterday, which is, so the first level is yesterday's low at 532.46. So just call it 532.50. And then if that doesn't hold, you're looking for about another $1.50 there. But with that being said, I'm not going to be riding that down because my goal is just 21,965, because for me, that's just 2K. I'm either making 2K or risking 2K. That's how this play is structured. So it's just 2K. So I won't be riding it all the way down there. Damn, we got close. I was 10 points away. So I was up 1,900 each account. And then this bounce. Oh, but I forgot the trailing drawdown. So I'm already trailing by 900 right now. I feel like it's going to work out. It either will or it won't. That's how life is, folks. Right there. Surprise, surprise, another bounce. Remember, you don't want to chase the breakdown unless you have an absurd amount of confirmation. Just because we're at the level doesn't mean you're going to break. I mean, you're flipping a coin. Either you break or you don't. Like if you saw my options trading this morning, remember how I was ready and like I got the order pending and I got it ready on Vanquish here. And then what I did was I waited to see that puke, which here, let me bring up the 5-second. I was drilled into this on Spot Gamma and I was waiting for pukes in the options market. Like I wasn't just saying, oh, okay, like I arbitrarily think we're going to go now. I was literally just waiting. I was watching. And I waited for the delta because not all the time, but a decent amount of the time, the delta movement is going to be that leading indicator. So I waited. And at various points, I was like, oh, we're dumping now. That's when I threw the order into the market. I wasn't just like arbitrarily doing it at that level. I waited for the options market to actually like tell me what the fuck was going on. So I hope that, I don't know, is a little bit more insightful to some of you. So anyway, where are we at? We are at Payday Friday. Payday Friday, we're going to be picking 5 different contestants. So if you haven't signed up on Locals yet, do it. MattKohrs.locals.com, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. You could go from a member to a supporter for free with that code Goonie. And that's also, just side note, how you get into the Goonie trading Discord. But for this, you literally could just do it for free. All you have to do is throw in your name like these people are. So I'm going to give you a couple extra minutes to do this. And in real time, we're going to start picking our other competitors. And just be careful. If some crazy stuff is happening as like I'm doing this, remember, a snap of 80 with options puking, which they are not at the moment. But if this snaps, you are talking about a potential 25-point fall. So $2.50 on the SPY. That could get pretty ugly. So let's pick our competitors now that we kind of, the levels. Well, actually, the breakdown might be coming, so that could get interesting. All right. We're not running yet. I need to figure out how to start it. We're not going. This doesn't count. Stop it. All right. Settings. Next. All right. Next. All right. We're going to do a number from 1 to 100. The first one to comment it in and hit enter. You're good to go. All right. Whoever this is, you're the person. Who is it? We're picking the YouTuber. All right, is Lefty Shooter 88, and the answer was 62. So we're going to call you Shooter. Do your friends call you Shooter McGavern? Shooter 88, make sure you speak with Chaos in chat. We need your contact information just in case you become the winner. But once again, if you are Lefty Shooter 88, stop. Please reach out. Talk to Chaos in chat. Make sure he has a way to get a hold of you. All right, random number generator. 10 to 25. All right. 12. All right. All right. We are going for the 12th comment past Roid Rage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rudder. How many times do you get to compete, man? Rudder, you are the representative of Rumble. All right. And then last but not least, here, quick checking in on the market. About to break down. Here's the options flow. Options flow is flat. We're tilting. Just look for that options to break. The last thing we have to do is pick our 3 people from Locals. We have 120 comments. So 1 to 120. 1 to 120. All right. 63. 107, and 43. 43, 63, and 107 are our lucky competitors. So each page has 25. Feel free to count them up if you don't believe me, but that's page 1. Page 2, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. All right. Gonzo? We're going to call you Gonzo. I hope that's right. All right. This is number 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Chaos, the producer. Uh-oh. Folks, side note, we are breaking
Target
down.
filled.
Oh, fuck.
Target
We're
filled.
making money. Target filled. Money, 10K. All right, we locked in
Target
two.
filled.
There we go. One more.
Target filled.
There you have it. A $67,000 day. 57,000 locked in here, another 10 there, $67,000. Bada bing, bada boom, making money. Money, more money, and then add on, 10K and ripping on that. Actually, oh, fuck. All right, I guess I have to show you a whole nother account. This account's cooking up 4K right now. Dude, what a fucking day. What a day. Qs are about to be at their low from yesterday. Tesla's dying. This is just a monster. Like I said, dude, I laid this out for you. I've laid this out for you. All right, sorry, we do need to pick our last person. So this is page 3, so that is 75. The next page for the bottom of this one is 100, if it loads, because the last one was 107. Come on. You can do it. Load. VIX is popping. If this gets above 17, we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, we loaded that. We have to go to the 5th page, and it was 107, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. Hot mic. Not just ugly mic or cold mic, but it is hot mic. All right, we have our 5 competitors. We have our 5 competitors. Before we get into the race, don't forget, sponsored by Vanquish. We're giving away 3 options accounts. You saw me trading on them today with someone else's capital. I made 7.2K. Not a bad day to be me. Once again, 7.2K. Check them out. They have kind of the most easy to understand rules. They have different account sizes, stocks, options. Use that code GOONIE, GOONIE, to not only get 15% off, but also a free reset. All right, we have that. Are we still going? Dude, I cannot believe the damage done there today. 2K, 10K. Plus 57, 67K, and then just a huge bounce off of that. Wow. What a fucking shock. Right back up to 80. What do we arbitrarily bounce off of 72? Where's the GEX spot? Where are we at? So 80 is important. They now have a level at 70. I've been watching this 55. Basically, watch 80. If we recapture 80 and hold above it, yeah, it didn't really break. But if we get smacked here now, I'm still feeling pretty freaking good about this 55 call out. So watch how it reacts. And you can see the flow. Even this, what happened? I bet puts closed out. No, some call buying came in. The puts held constant. So some bulls did try to step in on this vomit right here. You could see 0DT calls were purchased. But like, they're already giving them back, and the puts didn't really cover. In fact, a bunch of puts were bought into that, and they did not monetize. They are holding throughout this. So the bears are not monetizing yet. They think there's more to come. So this bounce is really just because of this call buying. People buying, I guess, the puke, but we're going to see how that actually goes for them. So obviously, watch that flow. Oh, dude, the flow is already dropping again. It's already dropping again. Yeah, I guess watch now the new intraday low. Of course, there's a chance that we do bounce out of it. Like we did just get, once again, pinned to this key level. But the longer we hold below this, the less likely that becomes. The less likely that becomes. Damn. This is going to get interesting. I wonder if we really fail here. This is going to get wild. What a day. All right. Where are we at? All right. Let's get our people. Race. Add names. So, representing the red land of YouTube is Shooter. Representing the green land of Rumble is Rudder. Representing locals, we have... I want to make sure I spelled it properly. We have Chaos, the guy who makes us all of our music. And then we also have Hot Mic, not to get confused with Cold Mic. Finish, random. All right, bots, we have 5. All right, let's get that ready. And as that is loading up, I want to show you this once again. Oop. We're popping a little bit here off of that low. We're popping a little bit off of this. So the Qs came right up to their low from yesterday, and the SPY overshot it. The SPY is below its low from yesterday. And we have Tesla bouncing at 344. That level that I was watching is in the high 342. So we still have a bit of distance. So you have people reacting to this vomit, bringing us right back up. You even see Vol getting hit a little bit. So it's still anyone's game. I'm watching this 80 level. Let's just see if it does or doesn't hold. And actually on that note, I do want to very quickly remind everyone. I do very quickly want to remind everyone that all the music that Chaos has been making and you guys have been loving, it's on the Tendies and Tunes channel. It's in the description of the video, but we've just been putting all the music up there. What do we want to listen to today? All right, for this, we have hip hop, we have rock, we have country, we have Daddy Pow, we have electronic, we have Tendies and Tunes overall. Let's go to the hip hop. Hang on, I want to see what songs are. All right, we have Kohrs, Lil Kohrs, Sad Boy Kohrs, Piper K, Kohrs Light, Lil Kohrs, Pump Fiends, and Hopium Dreams. Well, today, Lil Kohrs, Blood in the Streets. That is so obviously the song we have to play for today's race. All right, where is our race, by the way? Did this load? It did load. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, today we have another Payday Friday celebration. First of all, shout out to Vanquish and shout out to Gons, Chaos, and Hot Mic for already winning a Vanquish account. But right now, we still have money on the line. I'm talking about cold, hard cash. If you are on chat right now, cast your vote for who you want to win, who you think's going to win, and it's going to be a fast one because these are 5 of the fastest racers in all of the land. Don't blink because you might miss it. Racers, start your marbles because we are going in 3, 2, 1. And we are off, and we're going to see who gets the earliest drop. Check the grind, got the Rudder, Hot Mic. Oh, Shooter coming out of nowhere. Chaos right on his tail. Shooter gets the first drop, followed by Chaos. And then the final 3 are all kind of tied. Shooter taking the left path, Chaos taking the right. They are on each other's tail, followed by Gons, followed by Hot, followed by Rudder. Gons making the move, but Shooter getting through most quickly. But Shooter and Chaos getting caught. Might Hot make his move? Hot Mic made his move, taking the right path in lead, followed by Gons, followed by Chaos. Shooter went from being in first to being in last. Chaos attempting to hold on to third. Hot and Gons taking the right path. Chaos taking the left by himself. Hot is slightly in the lead. Chaos getting tripped up again. Hot making the first move into the funnel drop and followed by no one. This is Hot's race to lose, folks, followed by Chaos. But what can Hot do? Will he fumble the bag? Gets hit by the first one, gets hit by the second, or will he use it as a propeller? Hot did use it as a propeller, but here's a more complicated scenario. The X propeller. Is he going to get caught? Yes, he did. Is he going to fumble it here? Rudder is hot on his tail. Hot going the wrong way on the racetrack. Rudder now in the lead. He's going to try to get through this and actually uses it to propel himself forward. Can he get through this second? And more than that, can he get through the third? Rudder, followed by Hot. Gons, but Rudder makes it through the second one. Whoa, Gons and Hot both caught it. Rudder caught the third one. Like a pro. Rudder Is he going to make it? Gons is coming in. Gons or Rudder? Hot's there. Shooter comes out of nowhere. Rudder or Gons? Rudder or Gons? Who is it? Rudder. Chaos. Dead last. Rudder. Congratulations. Rudder. Dude. There was so much smoke in that race, and I'm losing it over here. Rudder, massive congrats. Rudder, representing the land of Rumble well, showing them what's what, who's who, winning 150 buckaroos for being the fastest one in all the land. Rudder, make sure I have the best way to reach out to you. I see you in chat right now. Rudder, basically what I need is your PayPal email so I can send you the money. But yeah, I can finally retire on the top. Rudder, yeah, this is a prime opportunity to retire with the championship in your hands. Congratulations. You started off in last, but you did not quit. You made a valiant effort in getting back, and it paid off. It paid off. Congratulations. And congratulations to all the racers. You really put your hearts out there. And now that we are done with the race, the market can stop going sideways and can give us the next move, because I really want to know where we're going. The SPY has just been down and down and down. Flat ever since 1047, but maybe tilting right here. We might be getting ready for the next leg down, so be careful. The NASDAQ is actually still bouncing. The NASDAQ bouncing up until about 1053, so be careful on that. And then, we have the MAG 7, which is flat, not looking so good. And then Tesla is an interesting equity to me right now because it just started to get absolutely murdered at 1014. So I'm looking for various opportunities in all of those. But look for the SPY to take out the intraday low. Look for the Qs to take out the intraday low. Most importantly, well, not most importantly, but an aspect of all this, watch the VIX. If it starts pushing 17, it becomes very, very real that we could vomit all the way down to 6,055, which is roughly the SPY at 604. If you need a rough equivalent, it's about 604. When's the last time we were all the way down here? We're talking about Thursday, February 13th, right at open. So if you were to do Thursday, February 13th, Thursday, February 13th. Yeah. Well, actually, no, there's been a roll, so now it's even more confusing. Okay, so you're going to have to take my word for it that about 10 points is about $1 in the SPY. And then just doing some really rudimentary math here, we're talking about another 25 points. So yeah, that brings us down to roughly 604 in that range. So just wanted to share that with all of you. Obviously, also watch these daily levels on this stuff. We're at that trend line, but I'm kind of watching, like I said, 603, 604 right in here, maybe actually sub 604. But we're at that trend line for right now. The Qs, I'm more so looking for 529-ish. There might be a hiccup at 531 just because recent highs and also this trend line. So kind of watching that. But really the imperative thing is to know where options are playing it. And you got to know the key levels. And if you need more of a thorough breakdown of it, that's the perfect opportunity to join the Discord, because more than happy to not only give you my insights, but there's a lot of other phenomenal traders in there who have their own thoughts and opinions on it, and it's always a great conversation. So don't forget to check all of that out. But folks, I hope you're crushing it today. I really, really do. It's been an exciting day. I thought today was going to be yesterday. So I'm just happy that finally we're getting the big move. And I'm really hoping that this is just the start of it. I'm really, really hoping that we could just see this continue to tilt. But that's it. Stick to your risk. Stick to your plan. Dude, Vol's still picking up right now in real time. Vol's still picking up. The SPY and the Qs kind of are consolidating. They're still consolidating, but dude, they're not going to be consolidating for long if the VIX keeps ripping. Man, I'm surprised how much of a pop this was at 1035. That's interesting to me. All right, watch it. Watch the options flow. watch VIX, watch the breakdown of the lows, and know the key levels. But that's what I have for you today, folks. Shout out to Vanquish. If you want to trade a sim-to-funded options account, Vanquish is the best place to do it. I know not everyone wants to be a futures trader. If you are a futures trader, yeah, you can make a lot of money. But if you're an options trader, yep, you can make a lot of money. So obviously trade the assets that are your asset class that's favorite. On any of these, whether it's Apex, Take Profit, Vanquish, if you want to get a discount, use that code GOONIE, GOONIE. Right now, Vanquish is doing 15% off and a free reset. So I cannot implore you to use that code enough to save money and get a better deal. So obviously, shout out to them. I just keep coming back to this because I'm waiting for the puke. I'm obviously trying to stall. I'm trying to stall ending the show because if there is that giant puke, I want to see it with all of you guys. But we almost had it. Generally, that first move is reverted just because people are going to play it kind of like a rubber band, a bit of mean reversion. Even the market makers are going to let it bounce right back up. That makes sense. But are we now like we're waiting for that real move? It got exciting there. 1043, 1044. That's when excitement spiked. Are we going to get the real breakdown? Real breakdown. 60-80. Folks, there's nothing. The longer we hold below this is no man's land. There's nothing to protect it in here. This whole zone, this white zone is no man's land. So if we do recover, then yeah, but it's currently now serving as resistance. So like, yeah, if we get on back on top, it's support. But 60-80 is important. There's nothing going on from here all the way down to there. So just be prepared for that. If you see another vomit and you're like, dude, how do we puke another 30 points? Don't be surprised. That's the bear case scenario. The bull case scenario, obviously for intraday traders, is we hold 80. And then if we hold that, then we're talking about a push up to 90. If we hold 90, then we're talking about a push up to 6,100. Play it case by case by case. Definitely, in my humble opinion, the best way to handle this current situation. And your life will be made a lot easier if you're also tracking the options flow, which has kind of just been flat right now. We puked at 1027. We had another puke. We bounced. We puked. We bounced. We're flat. We puked. It's just the options flow right now is indecisive. So, all right. Before I sign off, I do want to let you know of one thing. We did put out a specialty video on the new channel. It's also up on Rumble. But if you check this out, it's just at Matthew Kohrs. The music channel and this new channel are both in the description of the video. So feel free to check it out. It's also under the extra content. But anyway, this is just Matt Kohrs, Velvet Kohrs right here at Matthew Kohrs. We just posted this video, $200,000 in trading profits. I give a bit of an insight on how to beat the prop trading firm. So this video literally just went live. So feel free to check that out. In fact, here, I can drop the link just so it's easier for folks to find. Pardon me for 1 second while I spam all y'all. But it's in there. And then also, if you happen to be watching on Rumble, it's also obviously up on the Rumble channel as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know all about that. That's what I have for you. Another fun day of degenerate trading. We're making some serious money. Very, very stoked. $60,000 locked in. Not a bad day. Not a bad day whatsoever. Be careful with the rest of the day. There's still an opportunity for a big move, but also with that being said, literally at the level we're at right now, we might just kind of get stuck like a stick in the mud, and like we're just at a potential stall out point. So you just play it from level to level, have your bull case, have your bear case, and play it accordingly. And you could even play it better by minimizing your own risk using some things like Vanquish. So highly recommend checking that out. Once again, in the description of the video, don't forget to use that code GOONIE to get 15% off and the free reset. And if you are the winner, aka Rudder, don't forget, I need your information to send you the money. And then if you got picked on locals, I also need your information to give you that Vanquish account. So with all that being said, thank you. I'm going to cut it here. Your boy's got to go on a little bit of a drive, and it's Mama Kohrs' birthday, so we're going out for dinner. Very, very excited about it. This will make the dinner, I have a feeling, a little bit more exciting. You know, we have a couple extra dollar bills all to toss around on old Mama Kohrs. So excited to do that. If you see her around town, don't forget to say happy birthday to her. But once again, love you all. Thanks for the good vibes. I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip. Have a good one. Peace.